Wolves FC updates, another busy one today. Please like the video and subscribe if you're new, if you want to keep up to date with all the Wolves news and my opinions on it. But it's a Strand Larsen update again. We've got the new lad from Girona, Krejčí, through the door. That's official. And talks have started with the Nigerian striker. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give an update on the plans that Wolves have got over the last 3 or 4 days of this transfer window. So let's start with Strand Larsen. We've got to start with the big news that the whole country and world, you could argue, are talking about. So David Ornstein from The Athletic has come out today that Strand Larsen, as we already kind of knew, does want to leave Wolves to join Newcastle. And now there was rumours that there was a meeting taking place yesterday afternoon. And it's said now that Strand Larsen has told Jeff Shi directly that he wishes to move to Newcastle this transfer window. Like I said in my last video, you can't blame him for wanting to go to a Champions League playing football club. This is just the modern day game. He's a nice bloke, Strand Larsen. I hold no ill will towards him, but I still believe he will stay professional because Jeff Shi, to his credit, has said there is no chance that he is leaving this window. He's told Strand Larsen that is not going to happen and the move will not be, it'll be blocked effectively. It will not be sanctioned by him, even if the offer is over £60 million, which is obviously what's been reported over the last few days. At time of recording, early afternoon on Thursday today, there has not been a third bid yet. When you're watching this, maybe there has been, but we know if there is, it will be rejected by Jeff Shi and Wolves. They have made their stance very clear, and I think, thankfully, I had worries that they would accept it, because we know what Jeff Shi's like, but you can't sell Cunha, Ait-Nouri and Strand Larsen, who were involved and contributed to 85% of our goals last season, and we only come 16th, so it just can't happen, can it? It's suicide. So we're keeping Strand Larsen, and that's good news. So let's move on to the new lad, Ladislav Krejci. This has been in the news for a while now. It took a bit longer than I actually thought it would take, but he is through the door.
Hello fans, I'm so happy to be part of the PEX. Cannot wait to see you here and play for this wonderful club. See you there, ciao.
He officially signs as Wolves' first ever Czech Republic player to play for Wolves. It's a £6 million loan fee, and then it'll be 20 million on top once he's made a low amount of appearances. So it'll be a £26 million move in total. 5-year contract until 2030. And yeah, I've explained in a video before, but let's just talk about him briefly as a player again. He's obviously a left-sided centre-back, very good on the ball, a ball-playing centre-back. He did come up through his early days as a centre midfielder, so he can play as a central defensive midfielder too if needed. His weaknesses are probably him in the air, aerially, but yeah, on the ball, he'll get us going forward and progress us very, very nicely, as you can see from the clips I'm playing there. He's a defender that made his senior appearance for Czech Republic in March 2022 against Poland. And he actually scored the fastest goal in Czech Republic history. And that's one of his 3 goals for the Czech Republic to date. He also has obviously European experience with Girona. And he has been captain before. So he has got really good leadership qualities. He said on joining Wolves in his interview, he said, just to quote him, he said, "I'm very, very excited. Even the first day, it's very exciting for me to see how the staff are working and everything around the first view of the club. It's very beautiful, very amazing. So I cannot wait for it. It's been very crazy the last few days. Also, the travelling was busy, but I believe that it's coming to an end. It will be calmer and I'll have more time to focus on my future club," obviously meaning Wolves. And then he started talking about on bringing versatility to Wolves. He said, "I've learnt a lot because as a young kid, I grew up as a midfielder, as I just mentioned a minute ago." And he said, "In the last 3 or 4 years, I played as a centre-back. I think I can use my skills from the youth, what I learned in midfield, in the centre-back position in general. I like to play football, so find the better ways to develop myself." And he just spoke about being the first ever player from the Czech Republic to play for Wolves. He said, "It's a big pride for me. The Premier League is the best league in the world. It's a big achievement for me. As a guy from my country, we have some big, big players who've played in the past in this league. And it's a pleasure for me to be one of them. I hope and I believe that I will continue not just to be one of them who played here, but also who will show something. I'm excited for every game, for every challenge." So that's good to finally get him through the door. And I'm very happy that Wolves have finally managed to pull this one off. So it'd be interesting to see if he slots in against Everton. Maybe be too soon, but you'd assume he'll make the bench, and then we'll see him after the international break fully once he's bedded in. So welcome to the club, Krejčí. Interesting to see how he gets on at the back. Now, bit more news. The Nigerian striker, the big 6'6" Nigerian striker from Genk, who I mentioned my last video. Talks have now started, according to Fabrizio Romano, between the club and the player. Now, I think this one will get done before the Monday deadline. And as we know, 35 goals in 92 appearances for Genk since 2023. A big lump and a player I want to see come through the door. So keep your eye on that one as that progresses. I'm sure in the next few days, or even later on when you're watching this video, you might have heard more that things have been agreed. So I think it's around, he's valued at around 18 million euros, but I think this will cost us north of 20 million euros. It's basically a swap with Fabio Silva, isn't it? He's gone to Dortmund for 25 million euros, well, 26 million euros total. And we'll probably sign this bloke for around that sort of fee, maybe less. But he's got experience in a top league and he can score goals. Now, what is Wolves' plan going into the next few days? Now, the Athletic, Ornstein, obviously, as I've mentioned, he came up with the Strand Larsen stuff, has spoke about that too. He said, in the final days of the transfer window, Wolves are still aiming to sign a forward and a central midfielder along with, obviously, Krejčí, who they've brought in. The makeup of the squad means at least one of those players would need to be homegrown. So, who's that going to be? We've been linked with Harvey Elliott, but he's been on the bench and coming on for Liverpool. So, whoever we get, it's going to be a hard find to find a homegrown player to be one of those players. We might have to fish in the English market or even the Championship. So it'd be interesting to see how they deal with that. Also, John Percy at The Telegraph, in his article that he released today, he said that Jose Sarr and Sam Johnson will both be staying this window. Obviously, Tom King went to Everton, so I think that we pretty much all knew that. Although Hwang Hee-chan it's been believed that we want to keep him, and we want to keep him around, and Vitor Pereira said he wants to keep him. It is said that he could go abroad if someone is to make an acceptable offer. PSV are said to be interested as a club abroad that want him, and maybe because of him getting cheered off the other day, he's probably changed his mind and actually would want to leave. But let's see what happens with Hwang Hee-chan. Still not over. He still may leave, but most likely I think he will stay. And people like Sasa Kalajic could also move on a loan move. So if we get the guy from Nigeria, I think this could mean Sasa Kalajic goes out on loan. Big few days coming up, as I say. Videos coming thick and fast every day from me. Let's hope Tolu Arokodare from Genk is done. Let's hope Strand Larsen stays and Jeff Shee sticks to his word and says, no, you're staying this window. Go next summer if you want to. Give us another year. But please like the video, everyone. Please subscribe to this channel if you are new. I really do appreciate people watching and subscribing. Comment your thoughts, and yeah, I'll catch you next one.